Donkey Kong Country, released in November of 1994, was a major turning point for Nintendo. It was the first time the company published a blockbuster title from Rareware, a studio that had been steadily developing games for years. The fact that Nintendo allowed another company to handle one of their most iconic IPs, much less the first game to ever feature Donkey Kong as a playable character, was a massive deal, and Nintendo was not going to let it flop on arrival. The release was accompanied by a staggering $15 million marketing campaign, an unheard of figure for the time. This campaign included everything from a promotional VHS tape sent to Nintendo Power subscribers.
Ken, I want in on this Donkey Kong Country thing. Inside.
I don't know.
Ken.
What's the password? Diddy.
Password? Diddy? Yeah!
Fully realistic, fully rendered 3D graphics, so the person has a sense of really being there.
Donkey wakes up and...
Next day, Kong wakes up, where's my bananas?
To TV commercials. Massive in-store standees and pre-sale programs. Donkey Kong Country was also a centerpiece of Nintendo's Play It Loud campaign, with a 3D render of Donkey Kong featured prominently on posters included with nearly every first-party SNES game. While many of these promotional efforts are well documented and fondly remembered today, one peculiar Donkey Kong campaign that launched months after the game's release has largely been forgotten by history. Enter Banana Bucks. This odd promotion ran for just over a month, starting on March 21st of 1995 and ending on April 30th. It operated like basically any other rewards program. Customers could earn Banana Bucks by purchasing specific items on the order form, such as the Donkey Kong Country Super Nintendo set, Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Land for Game Boy, or even a standard Game Boy or Super Game Boy. These Banana Bucks could then be redeemed for exclusive Donkey Kong themed items, including a DK jacket for 45 Banana Bucks, a sweatshirt for 25, a t-shirt for 18, and a hat for 12. Some rewards, like the soundtrack CD and collectible DK toy, weren't exclusive to just this campaign and could also be found in Nintendo Power catalogs. But here's the burning question. How much was a single Banana Buck worth? Well, given that a $60 copy of Donkey Kong Country was worth 15 Banana Bucks, one Banana Buck was equivalent to about $4 US. Adjusting for inflation, that would make a single Banana Buck worth $8 today. So, in today's money, that DK jacket would cost a jaw-dropping $360. While it's always fun to look back at this exclusive retro merch, the campaign itself raises some questions. Running this promotion months after the game's launch feels like an effort to rekindle excitement for Donkey Kong Country, perhaps even to reach customers who had missed the initial hype. However, all available promotional material for this program seems to have been exclusive to Walmart, which is unusual. Why limit such a campaign to one retailer, especially months after the game's release? One possible explanation for this exclusivity could be that Walmart's customer base represented a specific demographic Nintendo was trying to target. Perhaps Nintendo saw this as an opportunity to entice customers who hadn't yet purchased the game or a console by sweetening the deal with some rewards. The timing and retailer specificity makes it feel like an experiment in appealing to more hesitant buyers, those who needed an extra push to invest in a game they might not have been completely sold on. This tactic, though odd, does fit into Nintendo's broader strategy of finding creative ways to connect with untapped audiences. It also fits their track record of trying ideas that don't always work out. The fact that this campaign has been largely forgotten over time speaks volumes about its ultimate impact. Today, these promotional clothing items are incredibly rare. Interestingly, the Ask Me About Banana Bucks pins, given exclusively to employees working during the promotion, are the most common items from the entire campaign. Despite being employee only, they've surfaced more frequently than the shirts, jackets, or sweaters. It is possible that a stash of these clothing items still exists in a warehouse somewhere, or that Nintendo employees kept them as keepsakes, just as Walmart employees appeared to do with the pins. However, sightings of these shirts or jackets in the wild are so few and far between that I kinda doubt that at this point. While the Banana Bucks campaign may have been short-lived and largely forgotten, it showcases yet another example of Nintendo experimenting with unconventional marketing techniques in the 90s. Even though they were winning the console war with Sega, Nintendo was never keen to rest on their laurels, continuously attempting novel techniques to attract a new audience. Great. Now, never ask me about banana bucks ever again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you experienced this campaign while it was occurring, leave a comment, tell me about it. I've actually never talked to anybody who remembers that banana bucks were a thing because they happened for such a tiny little period of time. But I will see you in the next video. I hope you learned something, and bye-bye.